What under $10 item is a total game changer? Bread. Sliced bread. Dang. Now I am hungry. That is the reason why I could never live outside of Germany. Reddit Gold. Benadryl. If you live in a city. Earbuds to sleep. I came from a small town and the only noise were cows or church bells. When I moved to the city I now live in, my sleep would constantly get interrupted and my sleeping pattern got f'd up. Now with the noise gone I sleep far better. The noises were never really loud, so it took me a long time to realize why I was always tired. I guess I could add to this by adding in a giant box fan. I suppose a bit more than $10, but still a game changer for good sleep. I actually know someone with a white noise maker. This would make it where you don't get cold but can still have the background noise. There are white noise videos on YouTube. They're cheaper. Are they less effective or something? A sleep mask. A pocket knife. Picked one up for $5 and had no idea how frequently I'd use it until I actually had one. People often get weirded out by me carrying one. But it's so frickin' useful. I truly think almost everyone should carry one. And not in a weird, always have a weapon on you way. Like a 3-inch blade is really gonna do very little if you need a weapon. It's a tool. And an useful one. And it can fold up right into your back pocket. Knives are always useful in everyday life and everyone should carry one. 3-inch blade will do a lot of damage if you have to stab someone. Vitals are not as deep as you might think. A multi-tool with a knife is even better. Have been using the same Swiss Army knife. Like this. For over a decade. Bought it used for like $20. Ramen. A tofu press. No more stacking cans on top of books on top of plates to get the water out so I can cook crispy tofu. Total game changer as a vegan who eats tofu almost daily. Potato peelers. I was living a lie before I purchased one of these babies. I don't even know who I was before that. My roommate still refuses to use one and it makes me nuts how much potato gets wasted while she acts superior to me for doing it the traditional way. Single quote. Parchment paper. Non-stick paper for baking. Also used for streaming fish. I think. Cookies slide off the cookie sheet. Bread and cakes fall out of the pan without sticking. It's really nice. Just don't reuse the paper too much. I found out the hard way that parchment paper might be able to survive the oven. But it's still flammable. Yeah. It gets brittle after a few uses. So I replace it then. I also have a Silpat silicone baking sheet. But it's not flexible. And can't fold into a baking pan. This was my reply. I love parchment paper. I found this. Laser lens optical drive hole assembly replacement. For Sony PS1 KSM440 AEM, but it's $16. A clip for your phone in your car that attaches to your air vents. Or something like that. Don't need to hold the phone in your lap when using the GPS or putting it in a cup holder lol. I just bought one yesterday. Total game changer. It really is. I'd plop my phone in it and plug it in with my cigarette lighter car charger and I'd be set to go. Get one that is magnetic. That ST is fantastic. A notebook with all your passwords, codes, and information on accounts you have, all centralized in one organized place. Check out LastPass. I don't have a source for this since I heard it years ago. But it makes a lot of sense. The guy breaking into your house and stealing your computer isn't concerned about password access. He just wants to PN off the hardware. So isn't going to go looking for your notebook of passwords. The guy hacking into your stuff who wants your passwords isn't going to have physical access to your house and so doesn't have access to your binders of passwords. Burglar. Thanks. Quote. Hand sanitizer. Mustache wax. It's the difference between Hulk Hogan and Salvador Dali or caricature of an Italian man with big handlebars. As I've gone for. Little Caesar $5 hot and ready lunch combo. No st, I love that so much. Is Little Caesars the best pizza you'll ever eat? No. Is it the best $5 pizza you'll ever eat? Yes. A long phone charging cable. I'm talking like 6 feet or longer. 10 plus or bust. I can never go back. 10 feet for bed. 6 feet for office. 3 feet for car. I have a charger extender and I can never go back to short cables. A $5 bill. Expansion packs. For what? The game. Expansion packs change the game. Thanks. I just lost the game. 5-pack of back scratchers. You'll never scrape the paint off a wall with your back again. Definitely gonna go with toothpaste. A winning lottery ticket. A truly life-changing one is a giant sum of money that is definitely not enough to retire on. Say you get $100. When you're 25. You cannot relax. It's stupid to splurge. It seems boring to just save it and continue your existing job. So what do? Pay off debt and start life from a $0 plus balance. Hey Dave Ramsey. CK ring. Chapstick. Fix them lips. Okay, so yes, chapstick feels good, but I know it seems a little weird. Get yourself some nipple balm. For nursing. It's worth the extra money as it lasts so long and it soothes and heals your chapped lips. Yes. Same with nappy rash cream. I grew up using Amylin and it's so soothing. Came here to recommend lanolin. Lanolin and veggie glycerin makes cracked lips virtually impossible. Condoms. A nice sponge, soap dispensing combination tool for washing dishes. It makes it so much easier to wash everything. Especially if you don't have a dishwasher. Toilet paper. Never had it growing up. Once I was old enough to get my own place, thought I'd see what all the fuss was about. Changed my life forever. Not sure that's under $10 at the moment. Wait, what? I could be wrong, but I think the mean high quality toilet paper. Not just toilet paper. Deodorant. Use it. Come on bro, who is the effing fool who needs to be told this? You'd be surprised how many people do. Sadly. I once worked with a young man who smelled amazingly terrible all the time. He was nice enough if sort of clueless. But the smell was knock you over awful. Well, enough people complained to his team leader, who was a straight shooter while also being a kind and empathetic dude. And he and another TL took the guy into a private meeting one day to talk to him about it. Turned out, this guy was the only child of a single mom. This was known. She also worked there. And he had no knowledge that didn't come from her. And she never told him about deodorant. The TLs asked him what he wore. And he said, just the stuff mom buys me. Which turned out to be Axe body spray. Once they got over their shock. One Terra leader said he'd received some deodorant for Christmas that wasn't the brand he used. And he'd bring it to work the next day for the guy to keep. Problem solved. The guy never stank again. Sad but 100% true story. And I always give both TLs massive props for handling an awkward situation with grace. Underwear. Warframe. A fifth of vodka. 17 months sober. You're doing amazing. Keep that up, friend. The ones you once let down are all cheering. Trust me. They are. High-quality pens. They just glide across the page and I could never go back to buying cheap ones now. This comment brought to you by the Pilot G2 Gang. 0. 5mm for life. The 38 changed my life. Lube. Beard grooming set. Oil. Balm. And wood comb. Your beard gets less scraggly and richer if you maintain it properly. A pop socket for holding your phone. Pretty sure the planking ones are $10. Most are $15. Another thing. Got a whale strainer for straining pots. No more dumping into a strainer in the sink. I had to search for those. But now I want them both. Also had to search for what a whale strainer was. Brilliant. Do they come in stainless? Sorry, people had to search. Am on mobile and working. IDK if they do come in stainless, but we love ours. Had it for years. A condom. Life-changing. Life-preventing. Life-saving. A knife. You can use it for cooking. Survival. Craftsmanship, and the list goes on. Meat thermometer. Really ups your cooking, grilling, and definitely worth the investment for a good at-home steak. Worth it just for reverse searing steaks. All of human evolution has led to reverse seared ribeye. Bleeding rare meat velvet cooked to perfection 100% of the time. I haven't even been able to beat a reverse sear from a 225 oven with a sous vide stick. Garlic and a small bottle of olive oil can liven up pretty much any dish. Mince the garlic. Or mash it with a pinch of salt on a cutting board using the back of a fork. Toast that BH up in a tiny bit of regular canola or rice bran oil. Be careful not to burn it. And finish the dish with a drizzle of olive oil. I use it for mac and cheese, grilled chicken, aglio e olio, shrimp, whatever. If you make a lot of Asian food, swap the olive oil for sesame. Cold pressed is best but may or may not show up within $10. Pads, tampons. A dice. Hair elastics. I have a reusable floss holder that uses regular floss it. So I have to string the floss onto it. But I have to neither throw away a bunch little plastic things or try and jam one of my hands into my mouth. $8 for 3. Midol. We grew up less than fortunate, and so period were just something you had to deal with. When I met my husband and was complaining the cramps were extra bad, he said just take some Midol. Take what? He went out and got me some, and wow, makes periods so much more bearable. Cheat engine. When you have a teething infant. Baby pain meds. A proper whiskey tasting glass. Carabiner. Pepper spray. Meth and cocaine. Mints. Lube. Seriously. Not even joking. Linux. Yeast. Minecraft. Food. Condoms. Cooking thermometer. Takes our game way up. Face mask. A good hair brush. I used to have a shitty comb and my hair was constantly in knots. I brought a Tangle teaser on sale a few weeks ago and my hair it's so smooth and less frizzy now. Game Genie. A book. Not a magazine. Not a sports page. Read a book. A condom. An oven thermometer. I have a friend who fancies herself a baker and spends $$ on fancy ingredients and shitloads of time in the kitchen and then wonders why her stuff always turns out dry and overbaked. A Nexus Mods account with $10 donation when signing up. Too literal? Quality soaps, shampoo. I consistently get compliments on how good I smell. And I never use cologne. Circus animals. A bingo dabber. Green is my favorite color. Nail clippers. A portable fan to keep you cool wherever you go. A phone case. Condom. Pocket-sized notebook. I would legit give up my smartphone before I gave up my little notebook. Writing stuff down helps me remember it. Get things done efficiently. And cover my ass in case things go sideways. And when people see me writing down a task they ask me to complete. They see that it matters and I am listening. Don't sweat a system. Do what works for you. Like Ms. Frizzle used to say. Take chances. Make mistakes. Get messy. I bought a 4-pack of extra phone chargers for $9. Just before the holidays. Made everyone's life so much easier, visitors, family, and myself included. Beefy 5-layer burrito. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos.